Apparently, it is supposed to get down to 26 tonight. Thankfully, that heater of mine warms things up quite a bit, so I am not all that worried. Actually, I'm kind of feeling warm right now. But what's up, you guys? Chad Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with day 275 of my vlogging experience here in the state of Florida. And tonight looks like it's going to be one of the coldest days so far that I've experienced while being down here. Kind of feels like an average winter to when I lived in Tennessee. But you guys, let's sit down. There is a very cool topic I want to talk to you all about. So let's get to it. And this topic in particular, I've thought about it over the last 9-10 months on really how to gauge it. When my friends and family hear that I live on a sailboat, especially those who I just meet, they're usually like, oh yeah, that's so exciting, I want to do that. Yes, live life to the fullest. Well, this list in particular, it makes me think about some of the good things that come with living on a sailboat and some of the bad things that come with living on a sailboat. Really not so much bad things, the things that you need to be aware of when you buy a boat. Because some of this stuff, I will not kill a person's dreams about living on a boat because it's like one of the best things that has ever happened to me. But be aware of what you're getting yourself into. And these are the things that I've learned. And those things are my 10 things that you should know about living on a boat. These are the things that I've learned either the hard way or just common sense before it ever even happens. So let's get on with number 10. It gets expensive. This one was one that my stepdad told me about right as I was getting into buying a boat. That some of this stuff can get extremely expensive. Like some of the lines or the sheets that run on my boat. Those can run, I think it was like, I forgot like how much by so many dollars per square foot. But that gets expensive. The rigging that runs along the jib sail and the mainsail, everything that keeps everything in working order, that gets expensive. One piece that I have on my boat is worth $80 at West Marine. And you wouldn't think of it by picking it up. The winches. The winches can also get extremely expensive. Some of them can go upwards of $1,000 per winch, and those are the ones that you are able to reverse. So, that is my first one. Be prepared to spend a lot of money. It gets expensive. And now on to number 9. Number 9. Not all marinas are liveaboards. What a liveaboard is a marina that you can park your boat at, essentially live there, go on about your daily life. This marina in particular that I live at, it just kind of goes by a so-so basis. I mean, for the most part, it's a non-liveaboard, but you kind of, that's all I'm going to say. Be respectful and be modest and really keep things, well, I'm not encouraging that kind of thing, but I'm just saying. Like for example, I mean, at a liveaboard marina, you've got everything. It's basically like essentially living in your trailer or mobile home. Well, not a mobile home, not like a trailer park, but essentially just kind of living, on the open road is what I can compare it to. So be prepared and be knowledgeable of that. Now on to number 8. You are at the mercy of the elements. In September, I learned this, I'd say the hard way. But Hurricane Dorian was making its way up the coast. It kind of looked like it was going to smash through Jacksonville as a Category 5. And what I had to do is I had to batten down the hatches. I had to get everything prepared and ready. But this one made me think that if you are especially in a coastal area, be aware that you will have to search for hurricanes. Granted, Jacksonville, the last major hurricane that hit it was back in the 60s. And it's just like where it is situated, it's just so far up north on the coast. I mean, it's, well, I won't say it's rare, but it does happen. But, I mean, it builds my character to know when the next one is going to happen. So, number 7. Be prepared to fix a lot of things. A lot of things break on boats. I mean, my Sophia Shiloh, I've already had things break or that had to have been repaired over the course of me owning her 9 months. Like putting these back in. Like having to pull them out, put caulking in them, slam them back together. And also what I'll probably be doing in February is moving all this stuff off and putting carpet and a linoleum paint on the top. I've got a cleat that needs to be retied and basically respun. That one, that's got to get fixed very, very soon. But some of the other things is deep sea batteries. Those things go out. Sometimes you got to replace the wiring on them. I mean, like I said, if you are somebody who enjoys working on stuff, or fixing things, then a boat is for you. I like it. I mean, you get to learn new stuff every day, but just be aware. Be aware. Now, this one is one that's kind of an iffy one, but be aware. Think twice about getting a pet. When I first moved down here, I really wanted to get a pug when I moved down here. Well, my power tends to go out if I put too much ampage on them. That's another thing that I probably need to add onto this list, is you can't run a whole lot of power. Otherwise, your power will go out. You'll throw a breaker on your boat, and well, you'll be stuck in the dark until you figure out, like for me in the summer, learning, oh, that's all I had to do to get the light back on again. But that is another thing. But I think really, if I do decide to move to another marina, I think hopefully it's going to have better ampage, because I would like to get a dog. I mean, I know there's a few people at the marina that I'm at, or a man who has 2 really cute dogs, but I know his boat probably could handle things a hell of a lot more. But on to number 5. And I think really I probably just explained number 5. But be prepared to be a minimalist. When I say be a minimalist, you cannot go out and buy everything you see. You have to really be conscious about things, because you only have, like, for me, I've got like 29 feet of stuff. I mean, I've only got like so much room to really store things in. I mean, I've got enough to put all my other stuff in, like my living stuff that I need, or my books, or, my banjo. I mean, I got a lot of stuff to do that. But just be aware, and that's another thing too, be aware that you cannot use a whole lot of electrical power, because if you do that, what I just explained, it will go out. And that's not fun to deal with, you guys. It's not. Now that I've said all the things that would deter anyone, we are going to go into the 4 really good things that I absolutely have loved so far. And number 4, you can literally go anywhere. Anywhere in the world, nautical. You could go to Europe, you could go to Egypt, as long as you are an experienced sailor, like I'm trying to work up to be, you can go anywhere. If you understand the way of how the ocean works, you can go anywhere. Unlike a mobile home where you can only go anywhere on land, a boat will take you anywhere. Anywhere. That's the cool thing about it. But on to number 3. And regardless of whichever marina you're living at, this one is a nice one. It's cheap living. Typical liveaboard marinas I've noticed around here is if I brought my boat in, about $450. But compared to what everyone else is spending in Jacksonville, even for low-income families, it's $1,000 for a 2-room apartment. That's low income. But a boat, just having it out here, don't have to spend anything. It's just, well, not anything. I should say it's cheaper. But be prepared. That's probably where the minimalistic thing comes in. Yes. On to number 2. Well, or maybe number 1, maybe. And this one is my all-time favorite. Absolutely, I've found the love of doing this is that my number 1 thing is that you can do any type of water recreational hobby, like sailing, for example. Sailing is freaking awesome. It's like, oh, I mean, but I'm not going to go there. I'm trying to keep my vlog clean. Or you can get your kayak out and kayak literally anywhere near your boat, unless it is not a heavy current, because some places are very dangerously heavy in current, and you could get swept away, and I don't want to be the result of that. That's bad. You can fish. Fishing is something that I've found to also be so much fun in doing while owning a boat, or living on a boat. Or it's just like you can literally go and do anything. And I wanted to make this vlog, you guys, because I've heard a lot of friends and family say, oh, that'd be so much fun. I don't do it to deter anyone. I do it just to make you all aware it is both a lot of fun and it requires a lot of work. It's basically a trade-off from owning a house, but it's kind of simpler. But anyway, guys, that is my vlog for the day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. That will keep you in the loop on daily content of my life here in the state of Florida. Stay posted, stay tuned, keep in touch with me at DreamPoet at Facebook, as well as my Instagram and the links below. Thank you all for the love and support. Love you all very much. Peace, you guys.